welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis. So, a few videos ago, it might even be in the last video, I'm not sure what order I'm going to be sending these ones out into the world in. But I opened a AliExpress delivery which had a few different items in it. One of them was a Snapstar doll. What I didn't tell you was the other items are here. So this was from another seller. So this is a body and this is a head. So I really wanted a Licca doll, but whenever I kind of looked at them, I kind of ummed and ahed, and I could have got them from like Japanese Amazon, but I'd never done it, and obviously the kind of the postage stuff was going to be a bit pricier than the doll even, and they weren't that sort of like cheap. So I was on AliExpress, which is the worst thing you can do, especially when you're bored, and I saw that you could buy the Licca heads, which I'm presuming is this small one, and you can also buy the Licca bodies. So I thought I would kind of concoct my own Licca doll by putting the bits together. I mean, it's a bit like, you know, what Dr Frankenstein did, only there's no dead bodies involved. Hopefully. So yeah, I did want a Licca doll, so I thought this would be an interesting way of trying to kind of create a kind of a custom one almost for yourself. Although obviously, you know, the head, I'm not going to be doing anything to the head, and obviously I'm not going to do anything to the body. I'm hoping the body matches up with the head. That's going to be interesting if it doesn't work, but I guess we'll see about that. So yeah, I should have clothes that fit the Licca body, because I think the Licca body is quite similar to the Blythe body, so I should have stuff that she can wear at least. But we'll see. It's an adventure. What a wonderful adventure. Come on the adventure with me, and we'll see what wonders I managed to unveil. Unveil? I don't know. Let's just go and have a look and see what we've got in these packages. Okay, so here we go. So this is the head that we have in here, and then this is the body. Let's open the body first, because I think that's kind of, we want to build up to the head, don't we, really? I think we'll build up to see what because that's the proper reveal. This is just like any old body, really. So let's get into this. I have to be honest, they seem to package it very well. I wasn't quite expecting it like this. Ah, okay. Yeah, like I say, they have packaged it really well. I honestly wasn't expecting it. For the price that I paid, I was expecting not even to come in an envelope, to be honest. Now, will this actually slide out? What do I have to do? Oh yes, here we go. Oops. So, okay, so she does have a mark on her breast, which is kind of okay, I suppose. Now, I thought these arms bent. Do they bend? Are they meant to bend? I'm not sure. I know a lot of people really like these bodies. I've never had a proper Licca body before. So do their legs bend, or are they kind of flat? So the articulation-wise, they're basically, their limbs kind of move. They've got the 5 points, basically. They've got, actually got the waist as well. So they've got the hip ones. Obviously they go up and down. The legs feel kind of a bit more rubbery. There seems to be a different colour to the top of the body to the bottom of the body, because obviously there's a split there at the waist anyway. So the waist also does turn. Then we have the torso bit here. We've got the head thing there. I'm presuming that means the head must tilt. I hope I've got the right actual body for this thing to fit onto, because I don't really know that much about them, I have to be honest. And then we've got the arms. So the arms do feel quite rubbery. Now, I thought that the arms actually had like a wire in them, and that they would bend, but this one doesn't seem to want to do that, so I don't really want to try it too much. But yeah, so this is the body. This is the body. We'll have fun trying to get the head on there, I think, but we'll see. So let's open the head now and see how well it matches. I was looking at quite a few of the different heads. Some of them were more expensive than others, but I think it still probably worked out cheaper to get the doll this way. I mean, obviously you don't get clothes, but I do have enough kind of clothes that I bought off AliExpress originally anyway, so I'm sure I'll find something that will fit her. Okay, right, so here we go. Obviously we've got the fancy hair going on here. Let's take her out of this. The head feels remarkably heavy, to be honest, so here we are. Now I think the hair has a feature to it, which I didn't quite realise when I got her, in that I think it changes colour. See, it's going kind of bluey. You probably can't see it that well. It probably doesn't do it as... See, it changes colour. The hair actually feels very nice and soft, so that's great. Let's take this band off. She has a little bit of a fringe going on, which I do like. And there is no product in this hair, as far as I can tell. So that's really good as well. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. Let me see if I can get you a close-up view of the head. Okay, I think that's probably the best we're going to get. For some reason the camera's playing up a little bit there. But yeah, so she does have a very cute face. This was the closest I could see that was like Licca-chan. They did have other heads as well, which looked very anime. So I wasn't sure if they were actual Licca heads or whether they were from another doll maybe. But they were kind of being sold as that. As I say, this one I kind of recognised more as kind of how I would imagine her to be. So she has sort of very kind of like pinky lips. She has, I think, does she have blusher? I don't know if she does. Obviously she has nice big eyes, which you expect. And she does have eyebrows, but they're sort of hidden under her fringe there. Yeah, I think if I'd kind of realised originally about the whole hair changing thing, I might have not gotten this head. But you know, that said, it's not the worst feature. And the hair does feel actually very nice. It is quite a nice hair there. So I think body-wise, it's not going to be a perfect fit. Although I think once it's on, we might not notice it so much. So I've not done this before. I don't want to break the doll, but equally I don't want to break the head either. So let's just see if it's going to be easy or hard or what. I know that people boil their heads up or something, don't they, when they're doing this, but there we go. That's not quite how it's meant to be. I would not have thought. Give me a sec. There we go. She's on her body now. I think it actually works okay. It's not a perfect skin tone fit. But for saying I was kind of doing it almost sort of blindly, you know, I was kind of trying to match it up with the picture. I don't think it's too bad. And once the dolls have clothes on anyway, you're not really going to notice that much. So yeah, I'm kind of pleased with her. I mean, for a fairly sort of cheap way of doing it, I am pleased. Obviously, you know, when you buy a doll in a box, you get the whole experience of unboxing her, you get the stock that she comes with and things like that. This I always knew was going to be kind of like a different way of doing it, and obviously, you know, you don't have that experience. You basically just stick the head on and then try and scramble around for clothes, which I'm going to do now. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to go and see what I can find for her to put on, and we'll have another look at her. I have to say, the hair, I am really surprised. It's I think it's really well rooted as well. There's a lot of hair going on there, and it feels nice enough. I mean, it doesn't feel, you know, as soft as human hair or anything like that, but it does feel nice enough for saying how much I actually paid for this. And then it's got this kind of weird whole sort of it changes colour thing, which I'm not that sure about. But I suppose it's a bit different. So yeah, let me see what clothes I've got for her to change into, because obviously we don't want her to be hanging around with all of her bits out, do we? We want to look nice. So let me see what I can find. So here is my Licca doll. She's wearing the costume actually of Candy Carnival, or Carnival Candy, I can't remember, which was the first doll that I unboxed on my channel. I think it was the first doll. Anyway, it's a Blythe doll. This is basically her stock. This was her dress, and also her shoes fit really well. I know that there's a big sort of thing about people really liking the Licca bodies and basically swapping the Licca bodies out onto Blythe heads. I'm not sure. They do feel different. I think they probably stand differently. I think the limbs are slightly different, although, you know, there's not that much more sort of posability with them. I also don't know about this whole arm thing. If anyone has owned a Licca body before, do their arms bend, or am I making that up? In my head, I thought that they did, but maybe it's only on the actual proper sort of Licca bodies that they kind of do that. But yeah, I am actually quite pleased with her. She only cost me €10, which I think is pretty good. If I bought, you know, a proper Licca doll, she would have cost more than that, and probably the postage would have been a bit of a nightmare. The fact that she kind of came to me in bits. The head was from one seller on AliExpress, the body was from another. The body was like €4 something, the head I think was like 6 something, and I think the postage was actually free, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It certainly wasn't a huge amount anyway, because I wouldn't have bothered. But yeah, so I quite like her. I actually quite like her in this outfit. I think her purple hair goes really nicely with it, or whatever colour it's trying to turn into. So, do you have any Licca dolls? Are you a collector of Licca dolls? They are really lovely looking dolls, I have to admit. I've seen a lot of people unboxing them, and I've seen a lot of pictures and stuff online, and they are really stunning dolls. I kind of like the anime thing, but I like the fact that they aren't too anime, in that, you know, they've still got facial features, in that a lot of the dolls which are anime, they basically just have big eyes, and then the rest of the face is kind of almost forgotten. But yeah, let me know what you think. Please sound off in the comments down below and let me know. And also what you think of the whole Licca doll body thing. Yeah, I'm still kind of figuring it out. So please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please share the video. Thank you for tuning in. And if you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next video. So from me and Miss Licca-chan, bye!